Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Altcoin Mentors YouTube channel. My name is Peter, and today we're going to be going over our weekly technical analysis of Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market. Our main goal here at Altcoin Mentors is to help as many people as possible achieve their goal of financial freedom, and we believe trading cryptocurrencies is an opportunity of a lifetime. By the end of this video, you should have a better understanding of where Bitcoin and the other crypto markets are going in the near-term and long-term future. If you like our videos, please follow us on Twitter and on Telegram. We also have a model portfolio for our 2K5X challenge. You can view our positions and progress. If you'd like to be notified of our latest videos, please hit the bell button. Okay, so let's start with Bitcoin on a longer term view. It had a spike up on Bitfinex, and I tweeted this out before. The reason why is that Bitfinex was having an issue with their banking system, and then so Tether was not pegged to the dollar, and because of that, Bitcoin spiked up, as you can see here, hit resistance at 7,700, came back down. And so the reason why what happened is that people, because they lost faith in Tether, so they started going into Bitcoin, Ether, some of the other coins to kind of like park their money. And then I think Bitfinex has finally resolved their banking issues. And now it's kind of stabilized. But as you can see, Bitcoin is still kind of in a range. So you really have to take this candle out. That's why you really look at the body. That's why I really like Hakanashi. Because you can just see, what happened here. So here on a shorter time frame, you can see that, most of the body of work is still in the range. So Bitcoin is really not going anywhere. Currently right at 6,700, and it seems to have stabilized. If it breaks under 6,700, it can go back to the lows of last week, which was around 6,300. Look at Ether. So same thing with Ether, almost everything on Bitfinex, but Ether looks pretty bad though, because we have broke its low from April. It kept on going lower and lower and lower. 244 is its major resistance. So as you can see here, that's where it's been on a daily basis for a long time. Once it broke under, it had a hard time going up. Even after the little bump here, it had a hard time. So Ether has also been in a range where most of the body of work has been in this range here. So as I said before, on Ether, most of everything I've been doing on Ether has been shorting it. And that's a strategy that's been working. I've been taking profits though, because right now when it's rangy, you have two choices to make. You can either not trade, which is actually not a bad idea, because this way you don't really lose any money. So you can be on the sidelines. So this is not to be a hodler, right? So you can be a hodler now if you want to. If you really believe in the crypto markets like Ether, like if you really firmly believe it and you say, oh, I don't think it can go any lower than this point. Sure, why not? Just buy it. You don't have a lot of room to the downside anymore, because even if it loses 50%, it's only going to go down to 100, right? So it's not like, where it was at 1,000 and lose 50% and you're going back to 500. It's a little bit different. So because of that, if you want to be a hodler, you can. You don't have to trade. Or if you do trade, right, pick a direction and take profits, because as it's ranging, it's not really moving anywhere. So as volume is drying up, as things are going a little bit slowly, we have to just build up our capital slowly, one little bit at a time. And so with Ether, same thing. All I've been doing is going short, short, short. So basically, sometimes it works, like here, here. Other times when I try to catch it here, it didn't work, because you have to have a tight stop, right, as well. So look at EOS. EOS has the same pattern as Ether. Also XMR, they're all pretty similar. So they're really not going to anywhere. So we'll go over Enigma. So Enigma also is at a major resistance. It hit it. It finally broke up to the top of it. So we'll see what happens over here, because it's just been hugging this line right here, right, for a very, very long time. So if you follow us on a regular basis, you know that ZRX is one of the coins that I've been looking at for a long time. I've been recommending it. It's going higher, higher, higher. Last week it zoomed up. So last week I said, this was the coin that we said was going to go higher. It did, and then, it, it started to rally. Yes, Coinbase added ZRX to its trading platform, so now it's going a little bit higher. Did I know that was going to happen? No. But the charts tell me that it's just going higher and higher and higher ever since September. You look at it. So once it broke this little line over here, it just started creating a higher highs all the time. Higher high, higher high. It was bouncing up and down. So even if you don't take away this, even if you don't know about the news, right? The takeaway from ZRX really is that it has a lot of movement. So you can actually make a decent amount of money, off of this stuff. So, as long as you don't trade in huge volume, because it can't support it, because there isn't a lot of huge volume. But what you can do, though, is that if you look at the charts, you can see that the ranges are pretty big. So here, from support to resistance over here in this range, right, it's about 1,400 Satoshi. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's a 15% range, right, if you bought it from here to here. So it does move. And that's the nice thing about it. So if you want to make, 5-10%, which is actually pretty, a big move nowadays for the crypto markets, right? ZRX is one of the ones that can give it to you. So let's look at the Zcoin. Zcoin is not really going anywhere. I think I said this before. I might get rid of it on a daily basis. It's just going down. I don't know, I thought it might, something good might happen with this, but once it broke major support over here, right, then it just pretty much died. So go over BitShares. BitShares, also stabilizing, right, at major support at 1626, just holding its line. Been there for about 2 months now. So finally, I get to show you a chart of Raven. Right, Raven is something that I've been following. It flatlined for a long time, but then Binance listed it, and now it has more exposure, and it's going a little bit higher. So you've probably seen this on my charts for a few months now, not for a couple, for a couple months now. But until Binance actually listed it, nothing really happened. It was just going sideways. Look at this thing. Like a flat line. So this was something I was just keeping an eye on, and then now it's moving higher. So last week, the teaser was, what is the next ZRX, right? So I said it was going to be Link, chain link, and that's exactly what happened. It went higher. I don't know why. I don't care. Because when I look at the charts, same thing I said with ZRX is that it has nice volatility. So this was hugging its support line right over here. It bounced off of it, and now it's nearing resistance, just like over here. So be a little bit more careful if you're long. So if it spikes up to the top, just like I did over here, I will put my stop loss right below here, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. And same thing here is that it has a pretty good movement. So from 47.65 all the way to 61.37, you're talking about 1,300, right? So that's pretty good. You're talking about 20, almost 25%, range over here from one support to the resistance. So it can do pretty well. So from here, from 38.67 all the way to 61.37, that's about 40%. So that's not bad. So same thing here at ZRX. You can't expect a lot of volume in this, right? So you can't just put your whole account into it. But it's something that you can play around with, for a little bit, and just make a little bit of money at a time. Okay, so we went from ZRX to Link. So what is the next one? So I'll tell you the next one. The next one I'm looking at is Icon. Icon actually looks pretty decent. So here, if it breaks this little level here, because that's the green line I created all the way back in September. Right, so it hit it over here in early October, and then it bounced down, and now it kind of peaked up. So if it can close above here and stay above there, I really believe it has a chance to go all the way back up to this little green area over here, which is about 1,400, which is not bad. That's 300 Satoshis away. So that's another 25% move if it closes above this little area over here. So it bounced off of support over here, came close. It's been going sideways for a long time. but it hasn't really made lower lows. It hasn't made higher highs either until this point here, right? But now if it can close above this little level here, then I really believe it has a good chance of getting up to this little level here. So this is a quick video because there's not much going on in the marketplace, but you know my adage, which is trade to trade well, not to make any money, not to focus on the money. You want to make money, but not to focus on it, because it's all about the process. It's about becoming a better trader. It's about understanding the concept of trading. Is that we don't make markets, so you can't make a lot of money on a sideways market like now. So that's what I mean about forget about the money, because you can't beat yourself up saying, oh man, I'm not making any money. Well, no one is, right? Like, you're making a little bit of money, but you're not making a lot of money. So the days of things going up like 50, 100%, those days are over for now, right? Maybe they'll appear, maybe they won't, but you can't count on it. So even if they don't appear, can you make money? And that's a sign of a good trader. So that's what we want to do over here. So what we want to do is we want to be the voice of reason here at Altcoin Mentors, to show people how to use old school technical analysis and trading to make money over time, over the long run, right? Not in short little blips, right? And chasing. Well, hope you enjoyed our video. Thank you very much for watching. If you like our videos, please share it with your friends and other crypto traders. You can also follow us on Twitter and on Telegram. If you have any questions, please ask away in the comment section below. We do a very good job of answering all of our comments and questions right away. Please subscribe to our channel. Thank you again for watching, and see you in our next video.